We have some huge news for Call of Duty Zombies players, especially those skeptical about buying Modern Warfare 3 for the Zombies mode because the Zombies mode isn't round-based. Well, between December 14th and December 18th, Zombies, as well as multiplayer, is going to be free to play. Activision, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer Games have just announced that there's going to be a free trial of Modern Warfare 3, where for 4 days, you'll get access to multiplayer with classic maps like High Rise, Rust and Shipment, and a new Season 1 map, the new War mode, and the entirety of the Modern Warfare Zombies mode. This is a massive deal because there is going to be some of you watching this video who have not yet played Modern Warfare Zombies and choose not to because you don't want to pay the $70 price tag. And now, only just a month after the game's release, you'll be able to play all of the Zombies mode for absolutely free for 4 whole days. This isn't some watered down version of the Modern Warfare Zombies mode either. It is the Zombies mode in its full entirety, with full access to the entire map, all of the same features, the acquisitions and schematic system, as well as all of the Act 1 to 4 missions. Meaning, if you have been on the fence about this Zombies mode and don't want to spend a penny on it, well, now is your chance to experience the entirety of the content within a 4-day window. And by the end of it, if you enjoyed what you played and you want to continue playing, then you can purchase the full game. But if you don't want to, you can choose not to, and you'll have experienced the Zombies mode for absolutely free. And on top of that, if in the future you decide to purchase the full game, and that could be months and months down the line, your progress should continue over from where it left off, from where you got to during this free access period. And this free access isn't tied to just one specific platform. It is going to be available on all consoles, as well as both PC and Steam. And this is something that Activision typically doesn't do this early into a Call of Duty cycle. We've seen some free weekends over the past few years for solely just multiplayer. Black Ops Cold War got a zombie-specific free trial on top of some multiplayer, but that was the only time we've ever seen this, and we've never seen it since. And especially with how different Modern Warfare Zombies is compared to any round-based offering in the past, I think this is one of the best ideas that Activision could do. Pique the interest of those that have been skeptical to buy the full game to play this mode, and those that have no interest in zombies whatsoever, potentially playing it for the first time here with this free trial, actually really liking it, and jumping on board in the zombies community with a huge Treyarch Zombies offering that we're going to be getting next year in Black Ops Gulf War. I'd love to know, whoever it is watching this video right now, let me know in the comments if you already have Modern Warfare 3 and enjoying zombies, or if you're someone that hasn't bought the game yet, but you are intrigued to try out zombies now that it's free. Right up until the launch of the game, there was a lot of criticisms to the fact that this mode was based off of DMZ, which is a free-to-play mode, and this wasn't a free-to-play mode since you have to buy the game to access it. But between the 14th and the 18th, that won't be the case, and this is huge that they've done this all the way around Christmas time as well, where this game could end up as a last-minute Christmas present if a player really enjoys what they experience from the free trial. But I think this is only a positive thing for the future of not only this game, but Treyarch's next game, because if it brings people on board that were a little bit skeptical and they end up enjoying it, that means we're going to have more people playing zombies, populating servers, more people consuming zombies content, which in Activision's eyes is a positive thing for them to put more budget behind creating even bigger and better zombies experiences, because after Black Ops 4, it seemed like that wasn't going to happen. But judging by how popular Modern Warfare Zombies has actually been, there is a fairly good chance that the next year's Zombies is going to get a lot more funding than what originally was planned, just because they know that people are enjoying it, there's more people playing it, so let's focus more money into making this even bigger and better to bring in even more players. And if you're someone that's grinding out multiplayer camos, then this might actually be a really good thing for you, because there's going to be a lot of Christmas noobs that are going to be playing the game. They might even have their own specific playlist that you could join in, and you're playing with people that might have never played COD before. Another thing that I've not realized before is typically these free trials have only lasted for about 2 days. Sometimes these trials have been as long as 2 hours. So the fact that you have 4 whole days play this uninterrupted is actually a really surprising W. It's no surprise that since the game's release, there has been some very conflicting positive and negative reports on the game, and this just allows anyone that had any doubts on the game to try it for absolutely free. But the thing is, this might also not be the only time that you'll be able to play Modern Warfare Zombies for free, because as we've seen with some other titles, especially with Vanguard as an example that was poorly received, there were a lot of free trials for that game. There was also quite a lot of free trials for games that were very popular, like Black Ops Cold War, for instance. We could see these potentially regular intervals of free trials happen in the future, meaning that there's a chance that you could play this mode for free all year by playing it when there's a free access weekend. And what's also cool is that this isn't just the base game that you're being given free access for. This also contains all of the Season 1 content for Zombies, as far as I'm aware, including the new Act 4 mission, which includes a crazy boss worm fight that you can do immediately off rip. You don't have to do any other story progress to be able to do it. And there is a red worm world boss fight that happens later on in the storm, which all players in the lobby can take part in. So you're getting access to free boss fights and access to some of the storyline cutscenes immediately before you even jump into getting the Act 1, 2, and 3 cutscenes and storyline. And I gotta be honest, when the game first launched, it felt like it was pretty easy, at least for someone that has played Zombies since the very beginning. I didn't really have a lot of trouble completing all 3 of the acts within about 3 or 4 days of the game's launch. But with Season 1, it is really up the difficulty level for those that are very skilled Zombies players, potentially even veteran players struggling at first, which I think is a really good challenge for those that are looking for something which is difficult, as well as also something that can be a bit more of a laid-back casual experience. Regardless of what you think of this mode, if you like it or hate it, it really does have something for all sorts of different skill levels. And I personally think by the end of the free trial, you might actually be surprised at how much you might enjoy this Zombies mode. But again, the option's there to choose to buy the game if you want to, and if you don't want to, then that's absolutely fine. Being completely honest, I feel like Zombies might be the best part of the game, so the fact that that is included as part of the free trial rather than it being made as its own separate free trial is pretty cool to see. And who knows, maybe in the future when they reiterate this new version of Outbreak for the next Black Ops game, they might make the mode free to play entirely, which would be absolutely crazy. I really do think if they made this mode free to play, but the round-based Zombies is what you had to pay for, this could propel the popularity of Call of Duty Zombies into its own new era, something which we've never seen before. Because I think that's what Call of Duty Zombies needs. It needs to have some sort of free-to-play mode, because then it's accessible to so many more people. Like, my ideal version of this mode next year would it to have its own zombified map that is not the Warzone map, but its own original map that contains parts of our favorite Zombies maps like Transit with the bus, and have all the locations like the diner, the bus depot, the town, and also incorporate other elements like, I don't know, the rocket launch area from Ascension with Origins robots stomping around. Let me know if you're going to be playing Zombies with the free trial in the comments below, and if you're excited about the news, then be sure to like the video and subscribe for more news.